So you guys, if you guys were wondering why I have random spots of blood, I'm so sorry you guys. That was because of a nosebleed earlier today. Anyways, we decided to take a quick break and we changed our mind in actually going straight to the casa. We decided, let's do it all in one go. So we went to In-N-Out and we also went to a restaurant that I would recommend going to called Saigon. I don't exactly know the name of it exactly, but I would recommend Saigon. It's a Vietnamese restaurant and it is very close to an In-N-Out. It's right next to a Walmart area. I forget the exact place. I'll try and put down the areas of these places when I have a chance. But nonetheless, yeah, so we went to those two places. And as you can see, which I'm going to reverse the camera in a second. Sorry, you're seeing the top. I just don't want to show a whole bunch of random pictures at the moment. And as you can see, this is the In-N-Out that I got. All I wanted was fries and a milkshake. An extra large vanilla milkshake. My mom and my dad are preparing the Vietnamese food because my parents, especially my mom, did not want me to, or should I say, didn't want us to eat in. She wanted us to eat out. So we basically took it to go. So I'm sorry that you don't get to see the actual, footage or video or pictures of it. But yeah, so there's some soup that I'm waiting for. When that's ready, I'll show you what that looks like. Because we just ordered it to go. So they prepare the meat separate by itself and all the other stuff that's in it. And then they prepare the soup by itself. It's better when it's actually at the actual place. It's actually at the actual place. Sorry for messing my words, I'm a little tired. We had so much fun at the movies, me and my mom, while some parts of my familia stayed home. Specifically, my dad didn't feel so great, so he stayed home. Oh, man, that's still icy. Like, too cold that I can't really suck up any of the vanilla milkshake. But anyways, nonetheless, we had a lot of fun. We did a lot of different things. We watched 3 different types of movies. Like I was saying in the car, we watched the Star Wars movie. Then we watched the movie called Wonder. And then we watched the last movie called Disaster Artist. All 3 movies are great movies. There's just some complexities in each one. And there's just some things that are a little awkward in one of the movies. But each one has a different story to it. Here is the best way that I can make a spoiler-free review of it. This is the part that I'm going to definitely put in this snippet. The spoiler-free part of it is that in Star Wars 8, Episode 8, we find some different things that we did not see, or maybe some of us didn't see. At least for me, personally. My friends were like, how did you not know? How did you not see it? Blah, 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 blah. Or whatever. So, there's some things that I did not understand until I saw this movie. And it makes all sense. It makes a lot of sense. I'm sorry if I'm messing my words again. I am tired. It made sense. It made so much sense. It's like, oh wow, so that makes sense. So this happened, and then this happened, and this happened, and we know why this happened. And the cool thing that I like about it is that it really gets more in depth about what the Force is. The dark side of the Force, the light side of the Force, etc. It really gets into some of those really interesting parts about it. Now, the spoiler part of it will have more detail in it, but I would very much recommend to watch that movie, Star Wars. Such a good movie. And then the next movie we watched was called Wonder. Now this movie, Wonder, takes place in a elementary school / middle school, because this person starts like 5th grade, and if I'm not mistaken, 5th grade in that time was probably either middle school or it was considered, part of elementary school. It was based on a true story. There's a lot of different understandings to it, and it talks really about very personal subjects that I guess you can say was never really captured that way, if you would think about it. Like, you wouldn't think of it being captured this way, but it works so well. In a way where it's very surreal. It makes you remind yourself of, times when you had to deal with these problems. And also reminds you of people that you may have, have seen in a different light and then saw in a better light later. And it just kind of makes you wonder, hence the movie, just how complex us human beings are. And how things like this are even somewhat similar to almost any school environment, and how in some ways also this is true to a lot of different parts of life. So it definitely has a very interesting lesson, just like the first movie, which was the Star Wars movie, and Wonder has a very interesting lesson to it. And it makes you think. It's like, it's not even a rated R movie. It's more of a PG movie. It's more of a PG/G movie. But it's a complex version of it, and that's the reason why I feel like it's definitely possibly PG-13. And it's really interesting just to see the dichotomy between the different realities that each character deals with, and kind of the understandings of it. Now, the third movie, Disaster Artist, is a really good movie. I would definitely recommend to watch it. Wonder is definitely a must-see. And definitely Disaster Artist, and definitely the new Star Wars movie. But the third movie is also one of those that has a story to it. It starts in a community college, and ends with an interesting thing into the concepts and understandings. If you've ever taken any type of film class, or learned about film, or learned about acting, this gets into the really very, very particulars and very specific aspects of acting, film, and the way that we edit, and the way that we kind of humanly and personally film movies like this, or how we film movies in general. So it gets really into that concept and talks about this person who basically went to LA, hung out with this person. These two people get famous, and they kind of see the different types of ways that they are able to film and explain the film, really. Now, that's as much as I can explain for movie 3 and movie 1. Reason being for that is because movie 1 and 3 have so many different things that if I were to say it to you right now, I would be spoiling everything. But definitely all 3 are a must-watch. And if you love Star Wars and you're a fan of it, go for it. If you're a fan of wonder or a fan of something interesting that makes you think, and it's based on a true story, Wonder is a good movie. If you want something that's also based on a true story and the understandings of how film works, Disaster Artist is definitely the movie for you. The only thing that I can say about Disaster movie, though, is that there is some parts that, when you first look at it, when you first think about it, it's slightly cringy. There is that cringe factor. For many reasons. But aside from the cringe factor, this is very, very revenue. Oh my gosh, I'm messing my words. Oh my gosh. Revolutional. Oh my gosh. I think you guys know what I mean. Revolutional type of movie. A very interesting revolutional movie that really gets at the bare minimum and very specific aspects of the movie and the way that things are done. Each movie was ranked for many reasons, and I will definitely get into more specifics when I do the actual review. But here is the longest clip that you're going to see today, because all the other clips were very short snippets. I thought I was going to make a 20-minute one, did not end up happening. Alright, this is U140550. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the little clips I gave you guys, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow we're not going to do too much, so there might not be much for me to film and such. But anyways, bye!